Welcome back to the channel. Now, last summer he was involved in a no-fault accident.
What is a no-fault accident? What do you mean by that?
You were hit,
Okay.
and it wasn't your fault.
What she's trying to say that on the semi truck, on the way back from Sonora, on one of the turns, he was coming into my lane. I noticed the car in front of me. He missed the car, but he kept going straight into my lane. So I went over on my shoulder, I was probably 4 foot over on my shoulder. I avoided a head-on collision. I thought I could avoid the whole thing, but yeah, no, he got my rear axle tires total. He totaled his car when he bent the heck out of my rim on the trailer. Yeah, I mean, accidents do happen. Sometimes they're not your fault, and sometimes you try to avoid what happens after that. So a couple months later, was it a year later?
That was in July. So in April, he got his insurance premium.
Renew my insurance. I get a bill for $3,000 more on top of my regular Progressive bill. I'm like, what is this about? So she's going to explain to you what happened with Progressive.
Yes. So back to the accident. This is the police report. So he was traveling in his big rig. He was traveling here and he was going this way when the car went into his lane. You can see here. Now, in order to avoid the car, he swerved onto the shoulder, but this car went forward and hit his rear tire of the trailer. And you were pulling how big of a trailer? 48 foot?
It's a 48-foot trailer.
So that happened in July of 2022. Then April 16th of this year, he got his renewal coupon, and his insurance was, for the new policy, was $8,362. So we called Progressive to find out what the reasoning was, and they said it was because of the accident. Of course, we explained that it wasn't his fault, and it took a good minute or two to complain to the lady on the phone, and she eventually told me that if he had proof that it wasn't his fault, that they may adjust it. He did have, of course, it was an accident in a big rig. The car that hit him was totaled, so there was a police report or a highway patrol report. So we went to the highway patrol, got a copy of that report, and sent it to Progressive. And it very clearly states that the driver hit him. So we sent that to Progressive, and I had to email it to 4 different email addresses. I had to fax it to 2 different numbers, and it took multiple times. I must have sent it a total of 10 times via email and fax, but they finally received it. Then it took 5 days for them to review it, and now he's down to his regular of $52.85.
Yeah.
So his insurance premium is back down. They increased it by $3,000.
Yeah, I don't have nothing against Progressive. They've been really good to me, but in this situation, they either got to fix their problem in that department, because it shouldn't take 3 weeks to get answers, and you had to email them so many times. It gets frustrating. And you know what? I don't want to pay $3,000 out of my pocket for something that happened, and I got hit. And
and the reason why it took so long and I had to email so many times is they were giving me different emails. They were giving me emails for renewal. They were giving me emails for claims. So that's the reason. Until I got the correct email address, that's when the issue was resolved. So the point of this video is, if you've been in an accident that was not your fault and your premium has gone up, call your insurance and see if providing a police report or providing any proof that it wasn't your fault, that see if they will reduce your premium. It worked for him, and actually The previous year he was paying $5,400, and this year he's at a little over $5,200.
Yeah, it worked for me, and I'm sure a lot of people had similar situation to this. Hopefully you guys not out there paying out of your pocket, and you know, fix that problem with your insurance, man, because accidents do happen. We always try to be safe out there.
So I did Google it, and it is a state law in California that if it's no fault, if it's not your fault and you're involved in an accident, that the insurance cannot raise your premium. But that might just be a California law. So look into your state, and like I said, if you have proof, go ahead and send that to your insurance company.
And you do have to report this to DMV. I think they give you how many?
10 days.
No. It is 10 days, right?
It is 10 days.
Oh, wow.
So when you're involved in an accident, be it your fault or not your fault, if it's over the damage, I believe it's over 500, or if it's over 1,000, I'm not sure the specific amount, you have to report it to the DMV. Now, in his case, his damage was minimal. It was just a tire of the trailer.
Right.
However, the other car was totaled.
Yeah, well, the CHP will explain to you what to do, and he told me I have to report this.
Yes.
Because the car was totaled.
Yes. Now, our personal insurance, the policy didn't change. The rates did not change at all. So in California, and maybe other states too, you have to pay for a pool report. So what they do is they run your driving record every month or every couple months to see if anything's changed, and it did show up there. So I did contact the DMV, and I let them know that there was an error, that he wasn't at fault, and they said that no matter if he, regardless if he wasn't at fault, it's going to show up on that report as being involved in an accident. So, like I said.
So I got a question. Did you show them the before and after, what the bill is?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes. So, yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. But like I said, if you get a bill and you don't think it's fair, or if there's an issue, call your insurance company. If they don't give you if they're not helping you, call back and speak to someone else.
Or call your broker if he's gonna even help you.
Yeah, now if you're with the broker, same situation. You call your insurance broker and just ask why. And just keep asking why until you can possibly get it resolved. All right, thank you for watching.